The following program has been generously funded by the Patterson Foundation. This book is cool.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to This Book is Cool. My name is Beth Duda, and I'm the director of the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. I'm smiling from ear to ear today because we have a wonderful book to share with you. It's called Hoot, and it was written by Carl Hiaasen. Today we have a special friend with us to talk to us about all the reasons why this book is cool. With us today we have Adam Ratner. Hi Adam, how are you?
Good, Miss Beth. It's nice to see you.
It's always good to see you, and so much fun to be talking about such an enjoyable book today.
This book was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. It was quite a hoot.
It was quite a hoot. So tell me, what's one of the things that you really admired about this book?
Well, I like the beginning of the book because we've got our main character, Roy. He's riding on the bus and he looks out the window and he sees this boy who's running really fast. He doesn't have any shoes on and he was wondering, where is this boy going? It starts off as a kind of a mystery, and I really like mysteries.
I like mysteries too, and I thought the character of the boy, especially because it was set in Florida, so him running so fast when it was so hot and no shoes on and seemingly jumping over anything that came in his path, you felt like he might have been running away from something. And it kept me reading because I wanted to find out what was happening.
It hooked me right in at the beginning of the book.
And I loved that we didn't know his name for a very long period of time in the book. All we knew him by was his nickname.
And that's a really funny nickname, I gotta say, that he's called Mullet Fingers because he can catch fish with his hands. That's really, really neat.
I couldn't believe that when they first said in the book that he was able to dip his hands into the water and catch a fish with his hands. I thought, oh, that's some kind of a tall tale. But he could do it.
He does it. He shows him how he does it. Just grabs it right out of the water.
You know, with the book being set in Florida, it made me feel like I could see the places they were talking about in my head. One of the things that I felt so badly about was Roy, because he moved so often. He didn't feel like Florida was his home in the beginning of the book. And he encountered a couple of people who weren't so nice to him.
Yeah, he encounters that Dana Matheson. He's kind of a bully. But the great thing about Roy, I think, is that he has the confidence to stand up to someone who's not being nice to him. And he really proves himself to be a good guy. He's like, you need to be nice to me. And I think that's one of the things we really have to remember and be important to have confidence in ourselves for things like that.
And, Roy wasn't arrogant. He just knew what was right and what was wrong, and he was always able to stand up for what was right, even though he was scared.
Yeah, he said he was scared. He wasn't super brave and just like a superhero. He knew that in his heart that sometimes it's okay to be scared. And
the title of the book, Hoot,
yes.
At first I was puzzled because I wasn't sure exactly why. But then to find out that this endangered species of owls is so important to the book, and that Roy uses that character trait of standing up for what is right to save these burrowing owls.
I love how everyone in the whole school comes together at the end. The whole community comes together to save those owls, and proves that if you work together, you can really accomplish some amazing things.
Yes, and then Roy felt more like he was part of the community, so it was a happy ending for just about everybody.
Just about.
I also like it sometimes when the characters that you don't feel necessarily deserve a happy ending, I'm always pleased when they don't get a happy ending.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I want to thank you for being with us today. And
that was my pleasure.
Thank you for sharing my love of this book, Hoot. And I'm going to encourage families to read it together because I found it very enjoyable, and I know that the kids who read the book will find it enjoyable, and I imagine that the families reading it together are going to have a great time.
I think it's a great book for people of all ages, and I think you're right. I think a whole family would just love to see the adventures. And again, it's about Florida, so it's about our home state.
Very good. Nice to see you, Adam.
It was nice seeing you too, Miss Beth. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
It's always so much fun to talk to Adam about books. He loves to read. And when he tells me about the books that he really enjoys, it makes me want to read them too. Now, Carl Hiaasen has a wonderful sense of humor and also a very creative way of writing character descriptions. He also has a terrific vocabulary, and we have some words for our word bank from the book Hoot. Our first word for the word bank is the word enthusiastic. Enthusiastic means having or showing an interest or an eager enjoyment about something. Enthusiastic. The next word for our word bank is the word perspiration. Perspiration. Perspiration means to sweat. In Florida, we very often have a lot of perspiration. The next word for our word bank is the word leniency. Leniency. Leniency means to be a little less strict or more tolerant than someone might expect. So if you get a punishment that's less than what you would expect, you would say that you've experienced leniency. The next word for our word bank is the word fretfully. Fretfully. That means expressing distress or irritation, being agitated. Our next word is the word contemplated. Contemplated. That means to think for a very long time, thoughtfully about something. Contemplated. And our last word for our word bank is the word errant. Errant. That means straying away from the proper course or the proper standards. Errant. With all these wonderful words in our word bank, you could write all kinds of interesting character descriptions. One of my favorite characters in the book Hoot is an owl. Actually, a whole family of owls. And for our activity today, we're going to show you how you can create your own owl. Look here. So this owl was created by using a pine cone. You can see here on the bottom. It's just a pine cone. And then we've stuffed cotton balls in between the pieces of the pine cone. And that kind of gives the owl its body shape. And then we've just cut out of construction paper, feet and wings and the eyeballs and the beak. And you can make a whole family of owls. This is a really fun activity. I hope you'll do it. If you do make your own family of owls, I hope you'll take a picture of them and send them to us. You can send them to us at connect@grade-level-reading-suncoast.net. Maybe you'll come up with your own idea for an episode of This Book is Cool. If you do, we'd like you to send that to us at connect@grade-level-reading-suncoast.net. It's been fun to have you with us today, and really fun to share this book, Hoot. It's a great read-aloud book for the whole family. I think you'll all enjoy it. Until we meet again, my friends, bye-bye for now.